Welcome to my 249th video on my work with OO gauge. In this video, I'll be revisiting the Hornby Dublo operating TPO coach. I did do a video on the Dublo TPO a while ago when I acquired my first set. Just recently I picked up a second TPO coach, complete with mailbags, on eBay, and in this video I'll be trying to get the new TPO coach operating and then featuring some close-up and slow-motion video of the operations. Here's how the new coach came to me in a rather dilapidated box. The box is also red, which could be an alarm, as red boxes generally mean two-rail items and I don't have Dublo two-rail TPO equipment. However, as you may see here, it says right on the end of the box that this TPO mail van is suitable for two- or three-rail running. Of course, with coaches and wagons that are just passive running stock, anything two-rail can also be run on three-rail, but not vice versa, as generally three-rail rolling stock will short-circuit two-rail tracks. But the TPO coach is not passive, it's electrically operated, so I wouldn't have been sure that the same TPO coach could work on both two-rail and three-rail track if it hadn't said so on the box. Note also that it says that two mailbags are included with this coach. Here's the box with the lid off. The coach looks superficially in good condition, but more on that shortly. Here's the central section. That tissue paper package should be the mailbags. The large thing under the coach is for the projecting side contact that picks up power from the special side rail to operate the bag pick-up and drop-off. Here's the coach out of its box, together with the mailbags and the original inspection tag from the Meccano Binns Road factory. This tag must have been saved with the box and reattached for sale, as this coach was clearly not in unused condition. I thought at first that the 52 might represent the date of inspection, but that can't be the case, as the Dublo TPO model wasn't introduced until 1957, so 52 must be the idea of the inspector, I assume. The mailbags for the Dublo TPO are made of metal and are quite heavy. The unit won't work with the kind of light plastic bags used with later TPO models. Here is the operating equipment for the TPO. This, of course, is my three-rail version. The separate rail that can be seen here above the regular three-rail track is touched by the contact protruding from the side of the TPO coach and provides the power to operate the doors for mail pick-up and drop-off. Here is the bin for catching mailbags that are dropped off. The two bags from my previous set are in the bin. Here you can see the hook on which mailbags are hung for pickup. I have hung one of the new bags on the hook and put the other into the bin. The coach must be travelling from left to right as seen here, and the coach doors must be on the same side as the TPO equipment. Power is only supplied to the TPO equipment when the button seen here, which comes with the set, is pressed. So you need to press the button just as the coach comes up to the equipment. If you have sharp eyes, you may notice that one of the wires has come disconnected from my switch. I didn't notice until I tried to test the new coach and nothing happened. Once I reconnected the wire to the switch, the doors of the coach did open when I pressed the button whilst the coach was connected to the side rail. The lower right-hand door would throw a bag from inside the coach into the bin. The upper left-hand door should sweep the bag from the hook into the coach as the coach goes past. My new coach was not working properly, as the doors wouldn't close after they were opened. You can see here that the coach is no longer in connection with the operating side rail, but the doors are still fully open. They should close automatically as soon as there's no power holding them open. Things are definitely not going to work if they stay stuck open like that. I took the coach back to the bench to try and fix this problem. I tried oiling the pivots of the doors. This did not help. I'm sure it didn't do any harm, but it didn't fix the problem. I experimented with opening the doors using my bench power supply. They would open okay, but they still wouldn't close automatically. I tried spraying some electrical contact cleaner in around the doors as I thought that might loosen things up a bit, but the doors still didn't close unless physically pushed in. At this point I noticed that the end of the coach was sort of bashed in at the top, as you may see here. I managed to use a small screwdriver to pry the end of the coach back into more or less the proper position. It's not ideal as the far side of the coach is still a bit bent, but this was about the best I could do without taking the whole thing completely apart, which I really didn't want to do. With the end bent back into place like that, the doors finally did close automatically as they should. Okay, after lubricating it and straightening that end that was bashed in, I think I've actually pretty much got the thing opening and closing now. Well, it's still a bit balky about closing. It doesn't close as well as the other one that I have, I don't think, but it definitely opens, and it does more or less close, because if it doesn't close, it's going to hit the... well, maybe not. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much closing now. Next, I wanted to couple the coach up with a locomotive. I brought round the Duchess with the horseshoe magnet that I was recently working with as that was on the tracks. I wasn't immediately able to couple up the TPO coach to the loco as the coupling on the front of the coach was bent. Clearly this coach had been dropped a couple of times or more. I used a pair of needle nose pliers to bend the front coupling of the coach back into shape, and I was then able to couple the coach to the loco. So now I'll finish with some running video of the new TPO coach operating. Okay, let me see if I can show you this new mail coach working, but it's going to be a bit tricky. I've got it hooked up actually behind the horseshoe magnet Duchess, because that's what I had on, and it's not working badly now, and I've added the extra magnets to it. So let me see, I've got a separate camera here for... oh, I've got to turn it on. Oh, blimey. Fingers, fingers, fingers. I'm trying to turn the separate camera for the... okay, I think we have the separate camera for the TPO apparatus on. Oh, because I don't have enough hands now, I realised. Oh well, let's see what we can do. Yeah, the problem is I don't have enough hands because I've got to hold the camera in one hand, but then I need to be pressing the button. And this one really only works if the train is going fairly slowly. Of course I do have it going fairly slowly now. Let me see if I can press the button. Did that get it? Yes, I think it did. If I can press the button. It's hard for me to see, sorry. We'll go around the back. Oh dear. Tricky. Oh dear. Oh yes, we actually managed to throw it out into the bin, I think. Tricky. Oh dear. Oh yes. Oh dear. Which I was having some trouble getting it to do. Let's just stop him there a minute, maybe, and see if we can try once more. I don't know. I'm trying to put another... whoops. Sorry, my hands are pretty shaky. I'll put another bit... we put another... you know, another mailbag onto the thing there. So we'll try starting the train again, not too fast. Gotta use the same hand that I'm using. Woo. Did that get it? Yes, I think it did. The same hand that I'm using. Woo. Use the same hand that I'm using. The problem is I have to use the same hand, that I'm using for the controller to operate the button for the whatnot, because I've only got two hands. No, that didn't work. I don't know what's going on there. We'll try again. As far as I know, the bag is in the thing, but it's not coming. Nope, I don't know what it's doing now, the thing, and it's sticking as well now. I don't know where the bag's gone. I think the bag's got stuck somewhere it shouldn't, so I think we're going to have to give in on this exercise at this point. Okay, well, indeed, I'm going to start the other camera now if I can, yes. The bag had got itself sort of stuck somewhere where it wasn't supposed to be. So let me see if I can try once more. I don't know whether it'll work. Yeah, the bag had got itself sort of stuck down the back, so I just took the thing back to the... Okay, we got a pickup there. I just took the carriage back to the bench and shook it sort of upside down and slightly on one side, which is basically how you get the bag out if it's not coming. Yes, not coming. Yes, coming. Yes. Okay. Well, I think that's about all we're going to achieve, really. We got it to work a couple of times. And that's about all we're going to achieve with it, I think.